Things are getting real as we get down to the wire on Claim to Fame Season 2. Manipulation and backstabbing reach new heights as we get closer and closer to finding out which Nepo baby will benefit from nepotism the most and win $100K. Keep watching to find out more about this week's insane elimination and all the explosive drama.
I hate this game!
This is Flake Reality, here with your piping hot serving of reality and all the juicy details about the 8th season of Claim to Fame Season 2, titled Defections, Connections, and Total Perplexion. This episode reveals a lot of details about our remaining Nepo contestants and their celebrity relatives. The episode starts with Chris and Gabriel, who currently have one of the strongest alliances in the house, but are starting to crumble under the pressure and fight.
Putting your hand all in my face, bro? Can you calm down?
Despite lying being the point of the game, Chris tells Gabe the truth about betraying him last episode, even though Gabriel already knew.
I was standing right there watching you. So I'm saying don't underestimate me, boy. I seen you the whole time. That's all I'm saying.
Imagine not checking your surroundings before betraying your bestie. Couldn't be us. Gabe calls Chris out for being so shady.
You did it moments after you looked at me and made a vow. You didn't even sleep on it.
But Chris calls himself out for being shady because it's the point of the game.
I think we're all playing the game. It's just some people take it a little bit more personal.
Gabe calls Chris a snake for having a strategy and being honest about it.
God fights for me, not a strategy. I know a snake when I see a snake.
And then Gabe, a Nepo baby, calls out Chris for being a Nepo baby.
You're obviously frustrated and you're not probably used to being called out because you probably been pampered, buddy.
We have a feeling Gabe has been pampered too, so it felt a little uncalled for. Gabe seems to realize this because he later apologizes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, bro. It's all right.
Chris is the house's biggest target and mystery.
Chris is the biggest threat. He has to be stopped.
He's already been incorrectly guessed to be related to Elvis Presley and Elton John, and now he's being tied to Billy Idol and Prince?
I mean, the only other thing I thought was like Prince.
It could be Prince. Prince did wear a purple jacket.
Not sure we see the Prince resemblance, but you never know. Next, we have this week's Making Connections Challenge, which is like celebrity trivia meets musical chairs. Franklin Jonas carries this episode by himself because Kevin is too busy with music or something to show up to his side hustle.
I don't think I'm gonna make it back in time for the challenge.
I'll have to host the show myself.
During the challenge, the contestants run to different celebrity Walk of Fame stars, which are appropriately stuck in mud, because this show is dragging everyone's name in the mud.
I have never heard of Anna Kendrick. I have no idea who that is.
Monet slays at this game because of her job, which you won't believe how she got.
I work with my celebrity relatives, so I have to know a thing or two about celebrities.
She also reveals that her celebrity dad worked with Kenan Thompson on SNL and was in Spider-Man Far From Home with Jake Gyllenhaal. Any guesses who it might be? Let us know below. Gabriel's celebrity also worked with Kenan Thompson.
I'm like, yes, this is mine.
And it's Gabe's clue.
Could it be Nick Cannon?
Nick Cannon?
Maybe Monet and Gabe's celebrity relatives know each other. Monet's celebrity connections pay off, and she wins the challenge, becoming the new power player, while JR and Gabriel end up in the bottom two.
You hold all the cards, ma'am.
You got the key. She's the biggest threat in this house.
Monet holds new clues about everyone except Carson, but Chris is the only clue everyone cares about.
Monet!
Chris's clue is revealing, but not enough to reveal his celebrity relative.
I know my Chris Evans, I know my Chris Pines, I know my Chris Hemsworth, I know my Chris Pratt. But for some odd reason, y'all, I don't know this Chris.
Do you know who Chris's is? Maybe no one can figure it out because his celebrity relative is no longer that famous? No shade, of course.
I do know, no shade, that when you do Dancing with the Stars, your career kind of plateaus a little bit and you use that to push yourself up.
Meanwhile, JR feels confident Carson is related to Dale Earnhardt Jr.
If I go up there, the only sure shot I really have is Carson, bro.
But she might be safe because JR really has it out for Chris. If only anyone had watched Dancing with the Stars Season 9.
That's why I wish we knew who won Dancing with the Stars Season 9.
And Chris has a thought about Monet.
You ever seen the show Family Matters? Jaleel White.
What do you think? Finally, we get to the guess-off, and JR is voted as the guesser, despite having a sure shot with Carson. After some awkward grunts,
Come on, Chris, man.
JR targets Chris and incorrectly guesses his relative for the third time.
Chris, who are you?
JR gets eliminated and his celebrity brother is revealed to be Lil Nas X. After a touching message from Lil Nas X, JR gets some rain in his eyes.
Just know I'm not crying, it's the rain, man.
And finally gets to go home and rest his foot, which has been injured since week 1. Did you correctly guess JR's relative? Will the house ever get rid of Chris? Or might he win the game?
I am the roach they can't get rid of.
We'd love to know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you can stay in the loop with Fleek Reality. Thanks for watching.